Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's MissyMaroon here, and today I'm going to be talking about this book, which is called A Heart Revealed by Josie S. Kilpack. I'm sorry, I haven't done a book review in so long. I made it a goal. I made it my plan to edit and to upload a book review at the beginning or the end of every month. I did that for 2 months and then homework, and I just kind of didn't ever really read any good books this year. So yeah, if you have any book recommendations, by the way, just leave them down below, or find me on Goodreads. My name is MissyMaroon, I think. I'll check and leave it down in the description box, but if you follow me, then yeah, it'll be cool. I'll try to follow you back. But anyways, so this book, I read this book and I have some thoughts about it, and I need to get a book review up because I haven't done it in months. This is the first book that I have completely read through in a hot minute, so that's pretty good. But I mean, it's also kind of the first book I've read in a hot minute. Yeah, I'm one of those people where if I start a book, I'm going to finish it no matter how much I dislike it, unless I absolutely loathe it. Like the third Divergent book, I think I got through the first chapter and then I was like, I'm done. This is stupid. And I didn't read the rest of it. And this book was kind of one of those situations where I was like, I'm not particularly enjoying this, but I got to shove through and finish it. So yeah, I'm going to get into that in a little bit, but let me just quickly tell you what this book is about. This is about, it has two main characters, and their names are Amber Sterlington and Thomas Richards, and this is kind of about their romance. This is a proper romance, which means it takes place in the Regency era, about that time. Although I feel like the author seemed a little confused and was mixing around a little bit of society from different eras and stuff, but it's okay. It was chill. I still got the whole feel and idea of the proper romance and everything. And this is set in England, and it's the season, which means that it's the social season of the year, which is around springtime, and it's when the ladies come out as debutantes, and they go and they choose hopefully their husband by then, and everybody gets married or at least engaged by the end of the season, and it's a great way to meet new people and young people, and there's a ball every night, and it's crazy, lots of partying, and yeah. And so Amber, who is more so the main character of this book than Thomas, she is the rage of the season at the beginning of it. She is the most popular girl there. Every guy loves her. She walks in a room and everyone's like, Amber! It's intense and stuff because she is gorgeous. One guy describes her as, all the, it's something about how she has all of the benefits of a wife, because she also comes from a very wealthy family, which is part of why she is also so attractive to the guys and stuff, because they're like, oh, I can get a large dowry from her and get lots of stuff from marrying her. So she has all the benefits of a wife because she's well educated, she comes from a good family, she's the firstborn, she has a good social standing, all that good stuff, and also she has all of the temptations of a mistress. So that's what he says, because she is gorgeous, and she is someone who, she knows she's gorgeous, she knows that she's got it going on, so she kind of flaunts it and shows off and makes all the other girls look like wilted flowers next to her. And the season for debutantes, it's very restrictive. They can only wear very certain colors and stuff, very pastel-y colors and light colors, but nothing that's really too I don't know, just she can't wear some certain colors. And she complains about that a lot. She's like, I can look so much better than this, and it's girl, get over yourself. She is very, very self-centered to begin with. And then she contracts a disease or something. There's some type of genetic malfunction, and I don't want to go too into this, but I guess it's not, because you find out within the first couple chapters of this, but she loses her hair. And she, like, people knew her for her hair because she had, like, this gorgeous auburn hair. And, of course, I was like, red hair? Haha, I love it because I love red hair. I have red hair, kind of, I hope. It's kind of mixes around. So she has this gorgeous red hair, and everyone's like, Amber, she's so beautiful. She has so much of it, and, like, that is the pride of her thing, is that she loves her hair and her eyes and everything about herself because she's self-centered like that. And she loses her hair, and all of a sudden she's like, shoot, I have to get married, like, now and trick my husband into marrying me, because otherwise, if I go bald and I lose all my hair, I could, like, get shunned from this society and no one's gonna like me, and I will end up a widow with, like, no money or anything, and it's gonna suck. And so she tries very hard to get a husband, and blah blah blah, and then she has an incident and she is exiled to, like, the north of England, kind of bordering around Scotland, I think. I don't know exactly the geography super well. She goes into Yorkshire. Yorkshire? I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know it that well. But she is exiled into Yorkshire to, like, this little cottage, and she only has her maid with her, and her maid chooses to kind of stay on with her because Amber was willing to let her go and stay with her family because she had a really sick mom, and she was going to still pay her for it, but, like, the maid wasn't going to work for her, but the maid was like, well, I'll just stay with you for now because you're helpless, and then she just eventually stays because they become great friends. Yeah, so that's Amber's side of the story and stuff, and it's kind of like her humbling process, and then Richard Thomas, sorry, the guy, his side of the story is, it's more of the romance for him because he falls in love with Amber, and, like, he went to the season because, like, to London because his mom was like, oh, you should go, Thomas, and find yourself a wife, because he was planning on splitting off from the family, not lineage, like, the family, like, just getting away from that and making himself his own man. He was gonna, like, get rid of any title he had because he was the third son of an earl, and it was, like, a really small earl too, and, like, he didn't have that much of a title to begin with, and then he's the third son, so he just wasn't getting that much anyways, and he decided that it would actually be better financially if he were to split off and do his own thing. So he was doing that, and his mom knew that he would become really busy with that, and so she was like, go, Thomas, you need to find a wife before you do that, and you need a wife that can hopefully get you some money and help you out a little bit in those first years until you become, like, successful or whatnot. And so he's like, okay, and so he goes out there and he hates it because everyone's annoying, and he only likes Amber, but Amber is a jerk. She's not nice. She's a mayor. Yeah, Amber sucks. And Amber, like, shames him in front of everyone by being like, I don't know who you are, I'm not gonna dance with you, and she, like, looks down on him, even though they'd only met, like, 5 minutes before and talked a little bit, and so he's, like, really embarrassed by her, and he's like, no, I'm never going to love that girl again, I don't want her in my life, and he, like, avoids her, but he does eventually fall in love with her because he just can't help it, and he lives in Yorkshire, so you know what's gonna happen. Like, this book, there's no secrets really within it. It's very blunt and open, and that's, like, I kind of didn't like that about it. Like, that was the first thing I didn't really like about it, is that it was, like, within the first chapter, I knew exactly how everything was gonna go down and stuff, and so it was kind of like, okay, this is a little boring. I like stories where they have a little bit more of, like, not necessarily plot twists, but they have more to the story, and, like, Amber, like, the author had so many chances to go down a deeper path with Amber and to really explore the depths of, like, her emotions and her character and all of the social injustices of the time, but she would lightly graze on there and then be like, oh, too much, I'm good, and she would leave and carry on, and it just, I don't know, I feel like she missed a lot of opportunities, and so I didn't really like that either. I felt like it was just a very light book that was like, not really reading this to enjoy it, I'm just reading it to read, and so that was kind of annoying. and that was something that I liked about another proper romance that is called Blackmore, which is one of my favorite books. Like, I started out not liking it, and then it goes into really deep stuff, and like the author really gets into the character and the character analysis and development, and it's glorious. You need to read it and like push through. It gets good in about the middle. But anyways, so A Heart Revealed. So I didn't really like that. It was very predictable and just very light and airy and not really like worth reading almost, you know, because you're like, okay, I read about two people that fell in love and eventually got married. Okay, that's fun. Great use of my time. Another thing I didn't like is how much Amber directed the story, because I really did not like Amber. She starts out horrible in the book, and then she like gets minutely better. She becomes more humbled and stuff. But there, I don't know, it feels so sudden. Like because the author will jump forward in the time just to speed things along, and it feels like she's just like, you're missing all of her development. It's like, oh, all of a sudden she's really nice, and you're like, whoa, but what? Where did all this happen? And she just, like, it didn't feel like you were really feeling or going through any character development with her. She was a very bland character and really annoying. I never liked her throughout this book. I never did. I never connected with her. I didn't like her from beginning to end. I disliked her less as the book went on, if that makes sense. Like, I started out hating her, and then as the book went on, it was more of like dislike for her, but it wasn't hate, you know? And then Thomas, I think that he was a good character, but she didn't spend enough time with him, and he kind of was a little bit boring and a little, yes, like I don't know. I was reading some reviews of it when I was partway through, just like, I don't feel like actually reading this book right now, so I'm just gonna go and sidetrack and read the reviews on it. And like, there was someone who said this very well, and said on good reason, how they were like, there's no like passion between them. And at first I was like, whoa girl, like, it's a proper romance. That type of thing's not gonna be happening and stuff. But like, I got what she meant, where it was like, as she kind of explained more of how like Thomas, it was just like, I just love her, and like there was no like reasoning or anything. And I mean, I get that like sometimes you just fall in love with people that like you have no reason to, but it felt like it was very sudden and just kind of like, there's this mysterious lady, I love her, and I don't know, it didn't feel like a real romance, and it didn't feel like a real love story. It felt just very stiff and put together, and like, and I don't know, the characters didn't really go through any development or anything, or any changes. Well, Amber went through change, but it was too sudden to really feel like she went through change. It just kind of was, yeah, it was annoying. And yeah, so this book, it just, overall, I think I'd give it like a 2 out of a 10, because it was readable. There were some moments where I enjoyed reading it a little bit, but yeah, it wasn't good, honestly. It wasn't. I wouldn't recommend reading it, and I don't want to read it again. I'm glad it's a library book, so I can give it back to them and not see it again. Yeah, it wasn't that good of a book. It was really boring and bland and undevelopmental, undevelopmenty, if that's a word. But yeah, so that's all I gotta say about it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and that if you were thinking about reading this book, then maybe you were like, oh, maybe not. And I will see you again. I will see y'all on Tuesday, which is the day before my birthday. Woo, woo. Getting excited. And yes, in case you were wondering, I will be vlogging my birthday. I will have the birthday vlog hopefully up Thursday, which is the day after my birthday. Kind of depends on how busy I am. And then on the 13th, so that Sunday, I'm gonna do like what I got for my birthday. But anyways, I will see you guys on Tuesday. Thank you so much for watching again. Goodbye. That's what I say. And goodbye!